Hello, everybody. How are you? One second. I gotta put my lip gloss on. My lips are kind of dry. I'm sorry. I'm a bad YouTuber. I didn't take care of this before I started this. I'm sorry. Anyway, what are we doing today? Well, we are reviewing Foodie Beauty's newest video where she was trying another healthy meal and giving her thoughts on it. Want to go over it and give my thoughts. So anybody who's been following Chantal, you know that she's claiming that she's being a good girl about her food. She's trying to eat healthier, although she's been called out for eating double portions during her mealtime. She's eating twice what she should be eating. One of her mukbangs, people were looking at the portions and saying, that's not a portion for one person. That's a portion for two people. Well, in this newest food video, the beef lasagna and strawberry cheesecake, I second those thoughts because the portions that I see in this video, it's clearly meant for more than just one person. You'll see for yourself. But I want to go over it and give my thoughts, like I said, as well as show you guys some really cool stuff on Twitter. There's not a lot on Twitter, so let's start there, shall we? Let me go ahead and just share the screen so you guys can see what I see. So there's my Twitter, Wild Girl Sarah. Let's start out this review with a joke from Soulshine Healing. How many narcissists does it take to change a light bulb? None. They use gaslighting. Okay, that was funny. That was really funny. That was good. Okay, something else that's positive from out of context dogs. So we have a cow and we have a dog, and obviously they're good friends because they're sitting there playing with each other. That's beautiful when you see animals just being animals and playing and having a good time. That's a beautiful thing to see. Happy cow, happy doggy. Okay, back to foodie. Sultry Satan says this is one serving diet portion of lasagna. You have got to be kidding me. Yeah, you guys look at it. Before we even get into the video, look at this. This is supposed to be one serving of lasagna. That's not one serving, that's a bucket of lasagna, an actual bucket. I'm sorry, I've gone to the grocery store, I've gone to the frozen food section with the little meals you can put in the microwave. I've seen the Weight Watcher meals, I've seen like the healthy meals. The portions are always much smaller. So how can anyone look at this portion of lasagna and say, oh yeah, that's a correct portion of lasagna? No, it's not. That's meant for two people. And I know that when you have a problem with food, you can't cut everything out immediately. You've got to give yourself a little wiggle room. But Chantal, do you need to eat something with your meal that mimics something you shouldn't be eating? I'm talking about the cheesecake. See, here's where I get nervous about temptation foods or anything that looks, tastes, or smells like a temptation food. Because this little serving of cheesecake that she's got in her hand, she's going to eat that, of course, because it's sweet, because it's dessert. But is she going to stop there? Probably not. What she should have done is say no to the cheesecake or given it to Salah and gone for the fruit. She's got plenty of fruit. She's got watermelon, she had cantaloupe, and she had a lot of figs. Where are the figs? She bought a lot of figs at the store. Why haven't we seen her eat any of those? It's pretty curious. You bought a lot of fruit, Chantal, and yet we don't see you eating it. And I don't understand why not. It's healthy. But an entire KFC bucket of lasagna? That's madness. You don't need that much. Yeah, cut down on stuff like this lasagna and put away that cheesecake. Put it away. You don't need it. And where's the vegetables? To balance it out, shouldn't there be some vegetables? I think so, but I really don't see anything healthy here. That's just my opinion. Okay, this is a clip from, oh, that was from Salt Free Satan. Here's a clip from Hidden Truths. So, Julia the cat made an appearance during this food review and drank out of Chantal's water glass. And of course, Chantal's not going to stop and dump out the water and refill and drink from that. No, she's going to go ahead and keep drinking the water. But let's watch the clip regardless.
You want my water?
And she's not stopping her. See, it's a thing. Cats do like to drink out of containers. They might drink out of a glass that's been left out. If you've got anything in the glass, they're going to put their head inside of it and sniff it. And if it's water, they're going to drink it. That's just what they do, unless you train them not to. And even then, they might try it. But she saw Julia jumping up to get to her water glass, and she did not stop her at all.
Sweetie! That is really delicious.
Chantal, no shade on the company that made this food. I'm not tasting the food. I'm just judging what I'm watching and what I'm hearing. You're saying it's really delicious, but you're not giving the same reaction to this food that you normally get with fast food. There's no moaning, there's no eye rolls, there's no nothing. So you're just giving us a bunch of lip service. Maybe the food is halfway decent, but it's nothing you're excited about.
Doesn't taste like fake sugar. It's really good. Light tasting. Mmm. Mm. It's still rich. So even just a few bites, I'll share that because I know he would like it. He wanted to try it.
Chantal, it's a small container. What makes you think that Salat is going to eat after you? It's not like an entire cheesecake where you take one slice and put it away and the other person get a slice later. That's basically a small container of cheesecake. He's not going to eat after you. I don't know why you keep lying to us and insisting that you're going to share it with Salah. You're not sharing that with Salah. He knows better than to try to go for any food that you're eating. He doesn't want to get his hand bitten off. You can stop with the nonsense. You're not sharing your food with him.
It. He loves cheesecake.
No, you love cheesecake. You like things you're not supposed to have. That's why you're at 500 plus pounds, ma'am, because you don't know how to eat healthy. And that's just facts. Not being hateful, it's just facts. If you knew how to eat healthy, you would not be 500 plus pounds. So I don't think Salah's going to eat any of the food that you've eaten. He knows how you are and how filthy you are. Okay, another one from Hidden Truths. Foodie Beauty, if she doesn't cook, how can she claim to love cleaning and doing dishes when she has meals already prepared for her? Where are all the groceries going that they had been buying? She's not being 100% honest if she's eating this plus the groceries. Yeah, I found that curious as well. Chantal's forever telling us, oh, I've been so busy and I've been doing housework and I'm doing dishes. When I look at her eat, I'm like, what dishes? What dishes do you have? You're constantly doing the takeout. So those are things you don't have to wash. What's the most you have to wash? Maybe one or two glasses and a few utensils. How long does that take? And I'd like to know that too. They bought a whole bunch of produce. Where did that go? You know, judging by the amount of produce that they bought, it looks like it was a haul for a, another person and their family. That's what it looked like to me. That's the kind of stuff you buy if you're buying for yourself and somebody else, and you plan to give the food to other people. In another haul that she did, there were some curious items in it. There were a whole lot of juice boxes, you know, something that you buy for kids. So are you buying for Salah and perhaps members of his family? Because we don't see you eating the food that you bought, Chantal. We see you continuing to get takeout of one form or another. Perfectly Imperfect says it's HelloFresh all over again. The cycle continues. Lean Cuisine Enthusiast says Foodie just admitted to blowing $5,000 on a meal service that was dehydrated pouches. Apparently, she couldn't cancel it because of the terms of service. That's shockingly, she didn't read. I would never tell anyone if I did something that stupid. So, was she talking about the HelloFresh? I haven't watched the video yet. Was that in reference to HelloFresh, or was it another type of food service? But spending $5,000, she's claiming that she couldn't cancel it. I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. I think you can cancel it. I'm sure that if you contact the company and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I want to cancel. I don't have the money to pay or I can't pay," they would cancel it for you. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I mean, they don't want to waste food products that they can send to another customer. So I'm not believing that lie. Okay, where we going next? Okay, Ling Cuisine Enthusiast. Now, I saw this picture. I'm like, that is lovely. So apparently, this is white lace henna. How gorgeous is that? That is beautiful. I don't know how they do the white lace henna, but it's beautiful, and the design is delicate. It's very bride-ish. Beautiful design. Love it. Okay, now this is funny from Butenbegen. You know, I have a cat Booger. I didn't know that cats liked watermelon. Look at this kitty just going for the watermelon. I had no idea that cats like watermelon. Kitty's just eating up that watermelon like it's a piece of tuna. Ah, you learn something new every day. Okay, now brace yourselves. This gets a little gross. In the live that she did, this is a part that I missed. Bodhi talked about how she likes to sniff her fingers. She likes the smell of skin. I'm sorry, what? If Fodi was doing this back at the villa, she would scratch at herself and then sniff her fingers. I don't know. She might have a kink or something for strange odors. I don't know. She's still doing it in Kuwait. You're a weird one, Fodi. Okay. Something cool from Butenbegen. Look at the kitty. The kitty just went fishing, and it's got a fish, and it's doing the proud walk across the walk, saying, "Look at me! Look what I did." I got dinner tonight. Look at me with the swag. I'm walking. I'm a good fisherman. I'm a good hunter. Okay, this is from Katie and Kristen. So here are the tags for the newest video: mukbang, foodie beauty, lasagna, diet lasagna, low calorie cheesecake, healthy desserts, weight loss journey, eating, food, Kuwait, Middle East vlog. Foodie, have you been watching my videos? I think you have. There might be a chance that you've watched my reacts. And you've been getting called all the way out for the tags that you're using for your videos. Because you keep trying to signal the get healthy crowd at the same time you're trying to signal the feedy crowd. And I've been calling you out on that. and a few other people as well. So, are you watching people? Are you listening? You don't like getting called out, but here you are still doing it. Look, look. So, you're on that weight loss journey, correct? Then why do you have this tag? And why do you have this tag? Hmm? You're still trying to sneak those in there? You don't think we'll notice? You're still trying to grab at different genres and different crowds that necessarily don't go together, and they shouldn't be together. And you wonder why you're having trouble on your channel. It's because you just won't pick a lane and stick to it. You're trying to grab at everybody. You're doing too much. Jack of all trades, master of none. You can't decide whether you want to cater to one crowd or the other, so you try to put both together and it just doesn't work. Okay? Pick a lane, foodie. You're making us dizzy with whiplash. Okay, this is from Hawkeye, and I love this. Don't mistake my calm, kind spirit for weakness. I spit fire when I need to. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Inspirational quotes. If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. Give up the things that cause you stress. I love that. And that's why I'm sharing it with all of you. Just remember, if it costs you your peace, then it's too expensive. Give up those things that cause you stress. Another one from inspirational quotes. People inspire you or they drain you. Pick them wisely. And I love this one from Laura. I am not a snack for your starving ego. I am soul food for someone that actually has one. Okay? Aw, what a pretty picture of the babies. Look at them. Aw. Okay. Crimson Reaper says there comes a point in your life when you realize who matters, who never did, who won't anymore, and who always will. And in the end, you learn who is fake, who is true, and who would risk it all for you. Rebel says it's fine to fight for someone who loves you. It's a waste of time to fight for someone to love you. There's a huge difference. Yep. Okay. So we finished out all the Twitter stuff on a positive note. So let's get into the food review of Foodie. Okay, let me just switch on over. And here we go, y'all.
Booty beauties. Hey guys, welcome back to another mukbang, eating video, whatever you want to call it, because today we're going to be trying another diet meal service dinner. So,
Can I give some thoughts before she gets started speaking? I've said this before. If you have food issues, which she does have them, diets don't work. They don't work because diets, whatever the diet is, no matter what the basis is, a diet is something that's centered around just losing a few pounds, right? It's diets are supposed to be temporary. They're not for the long term. What's going on with foodie is something severe and requires long-term care, like inpatient. That's why diets won't work because she has to go further than just controlling her portions, watching her eating. She got to fix the issues upstairs. And no matter what the company, whether it's Weight Watchers or somebody else, they don't have the tools to help her in that regard. They're just there to offer advice and, watch your macros and stuff like that. But they can't get into the psychological, emotional stuff. They can't get to the root of the problem and fix it. And as long as she lets those problems go, They're going to keep cropping up over and over and be an issue.
Yeah, let's get to. So, Bismillah, let's get to this. And we're going to have some water. It's cold water, but not iced. Don't have much room for ice in this glass. So, okay, and now we're going to have.
Interesting fact about cold water for those who would like to know. Did anybody out there know that you can actually burn calories drinking cold water? Because in order for your body to use the water, it has to heat it up. So you can burn some calories just by drinking cold water because your body has to warm it up first before it can use it.
Have. Maybe I'll move this over here so it's is it more out of the way here? Yeah. We have another one. So I will put the price of everything and the calories and macros and all that. Okay. So this here is their lasagna. It's a pretty decent portion. So this is the macros and calories for this meal.
Okay, anybody believe that's one portion? Anybody? Because I don't believe that. I really don't. That is not a portion for just one person. You could easily split that up between two people. That's not a portion of lasagna. That's a bucket of lasagna. You don't need all that, foodie.
Beef lasagna. And we have a strawberry cheesecake, which is 282 calories, suitable for diabetic. So, yeah.
But wait a minute. Didn't you say that you cured your diabetes, Chantal? You did say that. You said, I am not diabetic anymore. I cured it. So if you cured it, why are you getting something specifically for diabetes?
Yeah. So, um, they probably use like an alternate sugar or something. I don't know. But let's dig in. They use lighter, beef, cheese, stuff like that for lasagna. I'm pretty sure. Wow, this looks really good, actually. All right, let's dig in. I'm really hungry.
You say that with every video, foodie. And that is a signal to the feedy people because they like hearing that. And I have a question, just a curious question. If you're still trying to cater to that genre of people, why are you only going halfway with it? If you make money off of that crowd, why are you trying to do two different things at once? I mean, like I said, one lane or the other. You do know that if you're trying to kind of silently cater to the feedy people, they would love it if you got your butt on a scale and told your actual weight. Because a lot of the feedy people, the bigger you are, the more they love it. So if you got on a scale and gave us your true weight, they would absolutely go bananas. But you refuse to do it. It's like there's a part of you that wants to cater to them, but at the same time, you don't want to admit just how big you are. And yet, at the same time, when both of those things are going on, you just won't stop eating too much and gaining weight. So you want to cater to that crowd. At the same time, you're denying your weight, your size. And then you do things like this where you're contributing to your size, getting even bigger. It's very odd.
Beauty bite. Yum. The meat sauce tastes like church basement spaghetti sauce. Like homemade. Yummy. Mmm. That's really good. So I'm very like on a positive note because my back is starting to feel better. I was able to do more things for my daily routine, like without pain, and I'm feeling lighter. I'm feeling more accomplished because I've been able to battle those night munchies. Oh my gosh.
Um, as someone that I've been there, do I think that she's battling the munchies at night, the cravings, and winning? No. I'm not saying that in a hateful way. I'm just being honest. No, I don't think she is. I'm going to give my opinion here. I think her and Salah had a conversation. If Chantal is giving him money, if perhaps she's buying food for him and members of his family, he's been watching her get bigger and bigger and bigger, watching her break couches and shower drains and just getting to a place where she can't do much and she has trouble breathing. And he might be concerned that something serious might happen. And if she is a source of money for him and his family, he wants to protect his investment, so to speak, making sure that nothing medical happens to her. So maybe they had a conversation about, you need to slow down with the fast food. This is getting completely out of control, and urging her to eat this food instead. And so, to pacify him, to make him happy, on camera where he can see, she's eating this food. But you know what, Salah? She's got to turn the camera off. When the camera is off, you don't know what's going on, my friend. But I can give you a clue about what might be going on. She eats this food in front of the camera. Guarantee you she's not full. And she's going to the cabinet, she's getting other food sources, and she's eating on top of this. And she's going to be able to get away with lying to you and saying, yes, I'm eating healthy. See, I showed you in the videos. She's going to be able to lie to you for a while. But then you're going to notice she's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's going to become more apparent that she lied to you. But for now, she's able to lie and get away with it.
Mm. There's like a light bechamel sauce in here too. Yum. Tastes homemade. That's what I love about Kuwait. The food here, the quality is like really good, like homemade tasting.
Just on a personal note, looking at the lasagna, it looks like it's not hot anymore. It looked cold because the cheese is not like soft. It looks kind of hard. Should have warmed it up, Chantal.
I don't know. And they're like, they have certain dietary laws where they don't add like certain preservatives. Mm. That's really delicious. Now, yeah, salad would be good. I know. With that, I could easily make one.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. If she wanted to eat lasagna, she could have taken just a quarter of the portion of the lasagna in there. And if she wanted the lasagna, she wouldn't be depriving herself, but just take a small portion out of that big bucket, put the rest in the fridge, wrap it up, make a salad, and that way she could have lasagna and the salad and maybe add some fruit and put the cheesecake away. Eat a variety of different foods to make a meal, and don't make the lasagna the entire meal.
My bad. Can happen later. So I'm just thinking, like, I know this doesn't look like diet food, but
No, it doesn't, especially that portion.
the idea for me, I think the approach I'm going to try to take is a balanced kind of moderation, like calorie counting approach. So I don't feel totally deprived. What I'm going to do right now actually is just like try different diet services before making the decision what I want to do. If I want to do Weight Watchers, because the thing with Weight Watchers is that right now I'll still have to prepare all my food.
Not to be mean, but I think Chantal's number one priority when she finds a food service is not taste. It's about quantity. she might be looking, or Salah might be looking for food services that offer the most food, like the biggest portions. Because Chantal is all about her huge portions. She doesn't like small portions.
Mm, not true. You can still eat out. You just have to count it in your points. I'm not sure if I'm quite ready for Weight Watchers yet. So there's a lot of diet services here, like I said.
You know, y'all can't see me right now, but when she said Weight Watchers, I'm over here shaking my head. I'm shaking my head no. Like, nope, not a good idea. I know that her and Amberlyn Reed, they've tried different things. I remember Amber using, is it Octavia? She bought so much in the way of diet food, healthy food, and all of that went to waste. So she's talking about Weight Watchers. Again, it's a diet program centered around losing a little bit of weight. Chantal, you are at least 200 pounds overweight. And no matter what you do, it's going to take you at least a couple of years to slim down into the 300s. Weight Watchers is for losing pounds, but it does not fix or heal any issues in your mind that have to do with food. You're leaving out part of what you need. You're leaving out the mental work, the mental therapy that is so important, so essential for getting better.
There's a lot that they keep in touch with you on WhatsApp. Everyone uses WhatsApp for communication, like businesses here. um, they offer like consultation services. They offer, so basically, like there's services where they offer like, it's like low calorie, but I could talk to somebody and consult with them if I'm hungry, if I could, what I could have extra. Julia, I don't think so, lady. No, Julia, no. So, like, do you want some of my water? So, like, for example, a lot of them offer, like, you know, 3 meals and 2 snacks, and it will total like 1,200 calories or something like that.
Yeah, but you know what? You kind of defeat the purpose when you're eating two of those three meals at the same time. If you're eating two meals at a time, you're going to go over your calorie intake for the day, Chantal. And again, that doesn't include any sodas you might drink, any desserts you might have. You got to count it all in.
And that seems really low. I always thought that's too low. But if I was going to do a fasting, that would be even less. So, plus, I'm pretty sedentary. So, until I'm more active, I think that would be okay, you know? I don't know. I need a knife. I mean, why?
Okay, I'm going to share something with you, Chantal. Um, I went through a period where I had the vid. I caught it. And I was so sick for over 3 weeks, and I could barely eat. And I'm 5'4" and 130 pounds. You know, because of that, I couldn't eat hardly at all. And I'm still here. I'm fine. I recovered. I'm fine. So if I'm fine and I could barely eat anything for 3 weeks, you'll be fine too. Trust me, you'll be all right.
Why haven't I?
1,200 calories. You're not going to be starving to death. You're not going to be on the couch like ready to, ready to pass out. No. 1,200 calories is more than enough for you. As you said, you don't do very much. You're not really burning calories, so 1,200 calories is fine.
You take big bites. No, okay. So there, I like that idea for now. In the struggle phase, where it gets me, these services will get me used to portions. Then maybe down the line, Weight Watchers will get me used to making more of my own food and using real food. And then I can start incorporating more different exercises. For now, I think I'm just going to stick to maybe walks on the beach in the evening. I can take you guys with us. um, Aw, sweet girl. Um, Stuff like that, you know. I really want this to work, so I want to do it the right way, and I want to take my time. I want to take my time to find something that's going to work for me long term.
Well, that was a quick jump cut. Did y'all see that? Julia was there in the front and then she wasn't there. Did Chantal stop the camera to shoo her off the table?
And so that's what I'm doing. But I'm not going to give up, and I've been doing well, so
Double portions, you're not doing well. You're still trying to figure out sneaky ways to eat more than you should. That's not doing well.
I'm going to decide which diet service to go for. I'm going to try a few more for mukbang purposes and stuff.
How about this? You want to get healthy? Stop doing the mukbangs altogether. I've been saying this for the longest. If you have an issue with food, it's not a good idea to do content based around food. Get away from that. Find something else to do. I know you don't want to because you are scared to death to change the content on your channel. You're afraid everybody will leave your channel. But if you move away from making food the main focus of your channel, you're going to get a whole new crowd behind you, a healthier crowd, people that aren't centered around urging you to eat. How about not doing stuff like this right now? You really shouldn't. And you shouldn't be doing it anyway because YouTube is changing their policies. You know, you got to get away from this at one time or another. So why not start now? Videos like this are boring, Chantal. It's easy money for you, and that's why you do it, but it's boring. It's honestly boring. And you depend on things being profitable on your channel, don't you? You did open chat recently. You don't do that unless you need money. You don't do it because you want to talk to more people. You do it because you need money. So if you are in a situation where you want money, you're concerned about money, you want to make more, get rid of the content that is not interesting to people. Find something that is, because this ain't getting it done no more.
Very meaty and not oily meat, so they must use like a leaner cut than even the one I bought. I don't know. Very good. Very good sauce. Mm.
Here's a little tip for getting healthy, Chantal. Not that you're going to listen. When you're eating, eat slower. Actually chew your food. Take your time. Don't load up your fork. Just eat smaller bites. You'll actually eat less that way.
Honestly, probably one of the best sauces, meat sauces I've tried in a long time. Yeah. Now, sometimes you get like this is real food prepared by real people.
As opposed to being prepared by robots? What a ridiculous statement. This is real food prepared by real people.
When I was in Canada and I'd signed up for a dietary service through my gym a long time ago, it was like super expensive, like $5,000 for like 6 months or something stupid. And that included your gym membership, to be fair. But the meals were disgusting. They were like dehydrated chilies, protein chilies in pouches. Like the food came out of pouches. You had to eat two of their pouch meals a day, and you got to eat one of your own meals a day. But the meal was like, a couple ounces of meat and salad or something. And the food was inedible. I couldn't eat it. So I wanted a refund, and it was a big deal. I think they ended up refunding me half. I don't know. That's why I always read the terms and conditions, people, when you join things. I've always have to learn the hard way.
Well, they probably only refunded you half the money because you just got through saying that that included your gym membership. So, of course, they're only going to give you half of it back because half of that was your gym membership. You're not going to get 100% of that back, Chantal.
So it was mostly my fault. This is like real food. So that's why I want to try different ones because I want, if it's something I'm going to do long term every month. So, for example, 3 meals, 2 snacks like this, maybe in, I think, a dessert at your meal. Depends on the service. So I'm trying different ones to figure that out. I know I've said that a million times. But I think like 80 KD a month, roughly. Mm, that was satisfying. Made in Kuwait.
And don't think I didn't notice, Chantal, that you're using a diet service, but you won't tell us the name of the diet service. You're kind of keeping that hush hush. Maybe because you don't want people to do any kind of digging and figure out that you're eating double portions.
I like this one, the service. Hi, Julia. Sweet girl. She looks a bit cross eyed. Makes her cuter. All right, now the strawberry cheesecake. I know people are going to go, this is not diet food. The thing is, yeah, it is. It's from a diet center, and everything is made and measured out to be like this is diabetic friendly cheesecake. So, um, yeah, this is like guilt free food. Okay, I'm not doing keto, carb.
Okay, so I'm just going to say this about this. I'm glad that she's eating better. Do I have doubts that she's sticking to all of this when the camera's turned off? Yeah, I got doubts. I got serious doubts because she has no sense of self control, no impulse control. And as I've mentioned, the cravings are always the worst at night. So, knowing Chantal, knowing the way she thinks, she's eating this healthy food, and then the cameras are turned off. And then if she sees a temptation food nearby, like in the kitchen or something, she's going to justify eating the naughty foods because she's going to tell herself, well, I was good all day. I deserve this. This is my reward for being good all day. I can do just one naughty food. That's how it's going to go. Oh, I ate the healthy meals and I'm getting healthy. So a little bit of the naughty foods is okay. No, it's not okay. Because you'll eat the naughty foods. And because you know it's naughty, you'll want more of it. And then you'll do grazing all night. So someone like Chantal needs supervision 24/7. Someone that will tell her no and say, no, you can't have this, or make sure she's not sneak eating, because she will do that. She's going to do the sneak eating. And she might be lying to Salah and saying, yeah, I'm getting healthy. See, I'm doing these videos and putting off the appearance that she's following the diet, when in all actuality, she's not. And he's not going to figure that out till later. But for now, he's pacified.
Carb only. I'm not doing restrictive diets. I'm doing, like I said, more balanced is what I'm going for. Balanced and um, calculated, but the calculations will be done for me for now, which is what I like, what I find attractive about that. I can just stack everything in my fridge. I don't know if they deliver it every day or if it's per week. I think it's daily. So every day they'll bring you your delivery, your 3 meals, everything. I like just pulling it out, putting it in, warming it up, um, and just eating, not having to worry about my part of things, anyways, because my part of things is complicated. Salah can eat whatever. So although
And here's the stupid thing, Chantal. You have an Instapot. You have an air fryer. You can make a lot of healthy foods in either one of those. And if you have a bunch of takeout containers, which you do, what you could do is just, measure everything out, pre-prepare some meals, stick them in the freezer, and then once you're ready to eat them, stick them in the microwave. I mean, a lot of people do it. A lot of bodybuilders do it. A lot of people concerned with health do that. They'll take one day, cook up a bunch of healthy food, they'll portion it out into little trays and containers, freeze them, and then if they have to go to work or they have to go to the gym, when they get home, they've got something waiting on them that's they know is healthy and they know is fresh. That would save so much money for you if you did that.
we're still kind of conscious because he's not immune to gaining weight and stuff. Wow. I think they use low fat, like low calorie digestive biscuits. I'm not sure. Smells good. Beauty bite.
And I'm also wondering right now, some of the things that she's eating on YouTube, they're really close to what the feedies like to see her eat. So maybe she's checking out the different diet plans and diet services, and she's looking around for food that mimics or looks a lot like things that she normally eats for the feedie crowd, like the cheesecake, like the lasagna.
mm,
In essence, trying to make two different types of groups happy all at the same time. The feedies get their fix, sort of, and the people that are on her channel, like rooting for her to get healthy, they're happy too. She's trying to walk between two worlds.
that's really good. I'm gonna save some for him. He would love that. Yummy. Mm.
That was so forced. Mmm, yummy. That was. She didn't mean that. I could tell by her reaction she did not mean that. I'm sure it's okay. It's just not so delicious that it's sending her into another place in her head.
Okay. You want my water? Sweetie! That is really delicious.
Believe me, if it were really delicious, she'd be going for it. Chantal, I remember watching you eating that tub of cream cheese. You were just going for it. You one right bite after the other. But this cheesecake, there's not a whole lot there, and you're taking your time with it, which tells me you're not digging it all that much. She hates it. Look at her face. She doesn't like it.
Doesn't taste like fake sugar. It's really good. Light tasting.
Words. Another way I can tell she's not digging it. She's taking small bites. Since when does Chantal take small bites of anything? This is the woman who will overload her fork until she can't get anything else on it. Look at those little dainty bites she's doing.
Mm. Mm.
And she put it away. She didn't finish it. She a la. She didn't like it.
It's still rich. So even just a few bites, I'll share that.
Salah's not going to want that. Are you kidding me? You got maybe 2 or 3 bites left in there. Are you really going to go to your husband and say, "Look, honey, I saved some for you"? And he opens up the container and there's maybe 1 or 2 bites left. Really? You might as well just finish it.
Because I know he would like it. He wanted to try it. He loves cheesecake.
Look at you trying to act like the dainty queen. "Look, honey, I ate my diet food and I even saved some of the dessert for you. I'm doing better." Is that what you're trying to do? You're trying to give him the impression that you're scaling back? You're not.
No soda today. I'm gonna try to limit my diet soda. I'm not gonna totally eliminate it, but I'm going to try to limit it. It's better than nothing in my book. That lasagna was delicious, but next time I'll make a salad. Um, I was just kind of in a rush, and I,
Why? Why were you in a rush? What's rushing you? Why, when you sit down to eat, do you feel like you're in a rush? Are you on the clock for something? Why do you feel like you have to be in a hurry?
had to get ready quick, and the food got here, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this service is really good." Yeah, I like it. They have so many desserts like this. They had a lot. This one, um, they had a lot of pasta dishes, risotto. I was like torn between the lasagna and the risotto. I'm like, which one? Which one? You know, I can't see the clock. How long I've been on here?
Oh, look at that. Did you hear what she just said? She said, oh, she was literally looking at the clock and wondering how long the video was, how long that she'd been making this video. Like she's keeping track of how long she's recording right now.
Am I talking too much? So yeah, so that's how I'm doing. I've been recovering from my back problem, and it's getting better. With the massager and the medication, uh, resting, but um, I should be good to go doing more vlogs and stuff like that. Anyways, guys, so I know some of you think this is an interesting, interesting to see all the different types of foods and dietary services they have here. So
No, we don't think it's interesting. You're just putting this out there as content because you're hoping it's interesting, because you want to continue to get on YouTube and do videos where all you have to do is sit down and eat a meal and make money. I mean, let's be real. You know, this is not as interesting as it could be. You know, this is not the best content you can do. This is the laziest content that you can do, and you just don't want to break the routine. That's all this is. I don't want to work, so I'm going to find the least effort thing that I could think of to make money on YouTube. And yet, you big dummy, you're losing money by doing this kind of content, but please continue to do so. I love it the most for you.
um, yeah, I hope you enjoy. And yeah, I'm starting to feel a lot better already. And I don't feel super deprived because I still, you know, the minute I start to deprive myself and say, okay, I can't have this, I can't have that, my brain just goes nuts. So instead of like saying, oh, I can't have this, like certain things, yes, I can't have like a giant milkshake with 900 calories. Those days are over. Even my Subway meal, I know it probably got criticized for
Well, yeah, because the Subway meal, which I didn't cover, she ate a 6-inch sub with a bunch of French fries. And those French fries, the calories that were in them equaled the calories in the entire freaking sandwich. She didn't need those French fries. She just wanted those french fries because she likes carbs too much.
being, takeout meal. But like I said, I'm going for little changes like that. Like, I'm not going to be eating that kind of takeout often. If I do, like, healthier options, like the potato wedges were baked. Um, and then you had
Yeah, but why do you need a sandwich which has bread, which is carbs, and french fries? You don't need two different kinds of carbs.
normally when I would get Subway, you see my other Subway mukbangs. If you compare it, a whole foot long with like tons of sauces and cheeses and unhealthy meats and a whole bunch of sides like chicken bites and like pepperoni toasties and all these things. So like a lot more food. So cutting it down, and always a 12-inch. So cutting it down to 6-inch, it's still a step in the right direction. So um, yeah. So if you're following me on this diet journey, this health journey, just know that that's the approach I'll be taking is a um, more realistic, not extreme as I'm used to. But you've seen on my channel like fruit diets and all kinds of weird diets. So I'm going to try to be more realistic um, and balanced. So yeah.
Not to be a negative Nancy, but this video, your meal wasn't balanced. Like I said, you could have taken just a small portion of that lasagna, put it on a plate, made a big salad to go with it, maybe added some fruit for dessert, and been happy with that. So, no, this was not balanced.
And at first, I'm going to subscribe to a monthly meal service where they deliver your food daily. And
Okay, enough with this nonsense. Let's go on to the comments. Amber says, "Why is she so against cooking her own food? If she claims to cook for him, I'm confused." Yes, I'm confused as well. Sadie says, "When you are an eater, you take pleasure in ordering food as it's a way to reward yourself and make you feel better. It's not necessarily the same feeling when you cook for yourself and you're needing a quick fix. Yeah, it's all about convenience. You want it and you want it now. You don't want to wait half an hour or 45 minutes and then have to deal with dirty dishes afterwards. You want what you want now." So, like, yeah, she's taking that route when she doesn't have to. Lisa Marie says she says she's addicted to ordering out. Yeah, I believe that. It all goes back to convenience. And maybe Chantal looks at ordering out as, look at me, I've got so much money that I can order out, and the rest of you peasants have to cook your meal. She's kind of snooty that way, our girl. Very snooty. Let's see. Creepy says you can definitely cook these sorts of meals. Cook a big amount, portion them, and freeze. That would be great content. These prepared meals you've been having lately seem a bit expensive. Yeah, they are. If she just picked one day where she cooked her own stuff, and even if she did like just a few days worth, it's still a few days worth and it would save a lot of money and she'd have it right there. Let's see. Uh, this person says, if he would love the cheesecake, save it all for him. You don't need it. No, she doesn't. And I get it. Like, you can't completely cut yourself off from everything right away. As I've mentioned to you guys, if you go from one routine of doing things, if you try to do a completely different routine, your mind is going to fight you. It's going to say, what is this? This is not how we usually do things. And you might get tempted to do things that you really shouldn't do. You've got to be gradual about it. But the first step would be to her to get that cheesecake and say, nope, I'm not going to eat it. I've got some figs, I've got some cantaloupe, I've got some watermelon. I'm going to go for that. And I'll give the cheesecake to Salah to have if he wants it. That would have been a step in the right direction. Clipsy says a big bowl of protein, fat, and sodium, a small bowl of artificial sweetener, chemicals, and fat. No vitamins, no minerals, no micronutrients, no fiber. It's not real food, it's processed food. Just because a human made it somewhere in a commercial kitchen doesn't make it real food. Yeah, like no nutrition in this. It's just a bunch of bulk. Huh, interesting. Chelsea says, why are the calories in the picture different than what's on the package you show? Interesting. Why is that, Chantal? Let's see. Hoop says 2 servings, not one. Yeah, I agree. That was for 2 people. She ordered and she got double portions. Let's see. Looking. Lady Macbeth says, I hate the way she keeps digging and digging at her food to try and get as much on the fork or spoon as possible all the time. The fork can be super full, but she keeps trying to pile more on every single time. Yeah, that's the glutton in her. She has to have as much as possible, and she eats like she's on a timer. Slow down and enjoy the food, Chantal. Taste it, chew it up. This is not a race. You can slow down and eat your food. Salah's not going to take it away from you. Okay, now this person, I don't like the advice they're giving Chantal. Mellow Trade says, I honestly believe your best chance of losing significant weight is to eat whatever the heck you want, but be super strict about the calories. See, here's the problem with what you just said, Mellow. That first part of your statement, eat whatever the heck you want. See, Chantal will pay attention to that. But the next part, but be super strict about the calories, that'll fall on deaf ears. She won't hear that. But you just said the one thing she wants to hear. Eat whatever the heck you want. Eat all your calories in McDonald's. What? And if you want, as long as you keep the caloric deficit, and you'll lose weight quickly. No, bad advice. Don't tell her to go to McDonald's and eat all the calories she wants at McDonald's. There's no nutrition there. Bad idea. Bad advice. No, absolutely not, ma'am. No. No. Telling somebody who's got a problem with food to eat whatever the heck they want at a fast food restaurant? No. Bad advice. Nope. Not working for me. People are saying in the comments that it's at least 2 servings. Let's see. Hold on a minute. People is telling her to do water fasting. I don't think that'd be a good idea for Chantal, nor would it work. See, there's a lot of people in the comments that are very supportive of Chantal losing weight and getting healthy. Look at these comments, Chantal. If you're scared about changing over the food content and getting away from the excessive stuff, here's your proof right here that you can make the switch over and people will support you. So it's time to let go of the food content. It's really time. You know, it's time. Okay, revamp. Emily says, dang, only 490 calories for all that lasagna. It would be 490 calories if she was eating one portion, but she's eating 2. So that's what, like almost 1,000 calories just for the lasagna. Okay, so that's it for the comments. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and everybody, please have a wonderful night. Take care. Bye-bye.